What's going on, everybody? This is Saber54. I have another set of matches in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel with my D heroes. I've also made another video without any commentary, different matches, but some really epic duels. So I suggest you check that out too if you love D heroes. It really has some epic matches, especially the first one with pendulums. So we're going to start with Drill Dark in this match. My opponent used a Maxi, so I'm not going to proceed with any more plays. Since we played first, we could have went for like a rank 4 that's going to stun. But thankfully, because I have the D tactics, I can boost these guys' attack, so it should still be pretty good. And Call of the Haunted going to get me my Dreadmaster, so now everybody is going to be safe. I activated Call of the Haunted because I read that Sky Striker card, and it's going to prevent me from chaining cards. I think it just does something like that I thought, okay, might as well play the Call of the Haunted before he does any more shit. I'm not too familiar with everything, but I've been doing okay so far in Duel Masters, in Master Duel. So he also played the Raigeki and sort of wasted it. I love it when it happens. You know, these people don't really are familiar with the old cards. This guy probably didn't know about Dreadmaster, so he kind of wasted the Raigeki. Awesome. He did manage to poke me with the Sky Striker link over there, and now he's doing his standard plays, I guess. Tag in between the extra deck with the Sky Strikers, decreasing my attack, but thanks to D tactics, I'm still ahead in a way. And we have the Fusion Destiny 2 ready for next turn. So now it's my turn. And we're in a pretty good position if I say so myself. D tactics putting in the work, keep boosting my attack. And now Fusion Destiny. It was going to be really good, but Ash Blossom negated it. Freaking Ash Blossom, man. I would just go ahead and say it's the best hand trap, like, ever, I think. I think it's even better than Maxi, if I'm being honest. Maxi, I mean, it's pretty fucked up, but it really punishes those combo decks. Like, if you can stop, if your deck isn't all about making those crazy combos, you know, Maxi, you know, you can, I don't want to say, I mean, play around it isn't the right word, but you can, yeah, just sort of match it and just say, okay, I'm not going to special summon anymore. I can still have a position in the game. But Ash Blossom, damn, it's just too many effects. I mean, just too much range of the cards it can stop. So anyway, just beating down my opponent. He's almost out. He's doing some things here with the Sky Strikers. I negated one of his spell cards with Magic Drain. Probably another thing he didn't see coming. He's going for Nightmare Phoenix now. He's going to destroy one of my cards. So I went for the Call of the Haunted, but still you can't get over the other D heroes even though you killed the other guy. So it's pretty good. I mean, my dudes are going to get even more attack now. And we get Decider too, which is nice. Gonna give me that +1. Just another monster that's pretty good. And he decided to surrender. Another victory against the Sky Strikers. I've been doing good against the Sky Strikers. I mean, I did have a match that was pretty close. But I haven't really lost a game to Sky Strikers, if I can remember. I'm just having more trouble with other crazy decks that... what was it called? With the dangers and combos that you can't really do shit and then they just lock you out of the game. That shit sucks. So this guy's playing Blue Eyes. Already featured Blue Eyes in some of my other matches. This ritual, people summon it and think that, okay, it's unstoppable, which in a lot of ways it is. If you can't beat it down, you can't really do shit against it. You either have to negate its effect with maybe something like Skill Drain, or just summon a bigger monster to beat it down. Can't be destroyed by effects, can't be targeted by anything. 4,000 attack. So I'm not too scared against it as long as I have the cards. I know that I can play around it. We just sort of need to see the right stuff and get our pieces together. So I killed the Senju over there and got the +1 with draw hand. Of course my opponent killed it, but I'm still in the game. You know, I'm just going to poke him for a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Harpy's Feather Duster, get rid of that one back row, might as well. And kill Manju too with Celestial. So I'm hanging on. I don't have the greatest cards in the world, but I got Dynattack, so I know that I'll be protected. My opponent played Alistair. That's another deck that it's a pain in the ass. These guys are just so good. The Invoked, Eidolon, this is how I remember them from Yugioh Pro. Eidolon summoning magic, and then the other fusions. Broken ass cards, man. I mean, on top of all the effects the searcher guy has, he can boost fusion monsters' attack like in the form of an honest in the hand. That's crazy. So anyway, my dudes are dead. I'm low on life points, but we can now set everything. Celestial, draw 2 cards. Allure Darkness, let me just do this first. Put Blade Master in the banished zone, and then D-draw. Draw more cards. Now we're sort of getting our dig in. Gonna summon Stratos and get another Dynattack in hand. And discard Celestial, draw 2 more cards once again. Kill the little Link, and I decided not to set the Call of the Haunted just in case he plays his own, like Harpy's Feather Duster or something. You gotta be careful these days. It's just like back in the day when Heavy Storm was around. You can't set everything unless you have some sort of protection. So I used Dynattack. I would have survived, but I decided just use it. Don't get any more in the danger zone with the LP. And Decider is going to buy me even more time. And we're going to get Blade Master in hand. And Dynattack once again with the Decision guy. So, excellent. So I'm hanging in here and, decreasing his damage too. So he goes for the Raigeki, but thankfully I have the Call of the Haunted, so I'm going to be saved once again. And you guys can see how Decider, Decision Guy, can put in the work. I mean, against these big monsters, they can't get over it. They gotta destroy it through an effect or something. And now we finally see the Fusion Destiny, the win condition card. And I'll be able to summon my Destiny Hero Dominance. It's not going to be enough to get over Blue Eyes just yet, but it's combo time. We're going to get Drill Dark with Over Destiny, and now I can summon everybody. Go for our Cross Crusader. Amazing card when it comes to the links for me. Using heroes, I guess. And now I can summon Dreadmaster. 6k, and we even have Dynattack's effect, and my opponent surrenders. It was going to be game. So, hanged in here. We were hanging in there, and then eventually we got the cards to defeat him. And this is another good thing with the D heroes. They can grind if you have the right cards too. You can sort of hang in the game with the right cards, thanks to Dynattack. So this guy, he revealed Exodia pieces with that Pot of Whatever card. So I know that it's Exodia. It's kind of like the stall shitty ass decks of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I compared to Pokemon TCG. Exodia doesn't really want to fight the regular way. He just wants to draw Exodia. So I know that I'm not really going to have any worry when it comes to my card advantage and stuff. So we're just going to have to hopefully get lucky and beat him down before he can stall me out. So went with a Maxi. I mean, damn. Maxi, but whatever. I mean, get your free card. I don't care. And I'm even going to give you a second one. I'm just going to try and beat this dude down with Reborn. Probably wasn't the greatest play because if I don't get another D hero, I won't be able to get my dude's effect. But I kind of want to swarm the field and then pop his shit with Stratos. That's why I made that play. So we only popped one card, but it was the negate attack. That's good. And I had to pass the turn without doing anything. Thanks to, I think it was Waboku or Threatening Roar. Anyway. So he's going to search out another Waboku with Pot of Duality and set a bunch of cards, you know, shitty tactics, and a lost dominance without getting his reviving effect. You need to have 3 D heroes in the graveyard for the effect to be able to go off. I've learned that. But now, I'm actually going to go for Evil Storm Ouroboros. So, there's not much I can do against this guy, but Ouroboros can poke a card. So, hopefully that amounts to something. And he actually surrendered right there. So, I guess maybe I was going to... He had both Exodia pieces in hand. No way to recover them back, so that was going to be game. So, perfect. Ouroboros putting in some work. And now into game 3. My opponent is using... what the hell is that? I don't know. Sky Strikers again, it would seem. Still learning all of the cards. So, okay, we have a good record against Sky Strikers. So, we'll see what happens this time. I don't have a very good hand, though. That's the problem this time. Got a bunch of MSTs, the Black Horn, and... You know... Drill Dark can't summon Dasher, which sucks. So gonna go for the Allure. Of course, Ash Blossom is gonna stop it. Damn that card, man! It's just a never. The reason why I think it's like the best hand trap is because it's almost never dead. Like this, your opponent is always gonna use a card that you can negate. Things like Max C though. I mean, yeah, everybody special summons, kind of, but I just don't think it's the same. Ash Blossom just puts a stop on everything. Sometimes if you know you have the nuts, you're going to do everything and win. Even if your opponent maxes, you can just go for it. Okay, so my opponent played Kaiser Coliseum, destroy that. Just whatever, make use of my MSTs. And it's getting this Sky Striker token. Gonna go for Kagari, which is perfect. Make use of my Black Horn of Heaven too. So get rid of the Kagari before he gets any more plus. Gonna draw a few cards with Sky Striker, the search draw card. Mobilize, I think it's the name. Anyway. And pokes me for a little bit of damage. Don't really have much going on. But we top deck the best card to top deck, Fusion Destiny. I swear to God. And we'll be able to get back in the game here. So discard 3 D heroes. Really nice. One thing that I didn't mention in the deck profile too is that, you know, these big guys can become dead. Like if you open with them or draw them, like Dasher, as you guys can see here, and Dreadmaster. They can suck if you can't discard them in the graveyard through Fusion Destiny. So it can suck, but I never said the deck is perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get D tactics here. And did a little bit of damage, make my dude stronger, and D tactics. If I keep that around, if I can summon more big D heroes, I can banish his shit, which should be good. So I just hope he can't get over dominance, or he gets over him, but I still get his reviving effect, which that's what happened. And destroying D tactics. I mean, it's whatever. I don't care about that because I get my plus floater trap card. But since he used that spell card, you know, he might as well is going to get all the boosts. So Dreadmaster and Drill Dark, and he surrendered right there. But I mean, you weren't going to be able to do anything. Connection failed, but I know that he surrendered. I mean, just some people get really annoyed when they use like the top shit, like Sky Strikers, and then they lose 2 D heroes. But I mean, dude, good cards are good because they're good. Can't underestimate D heroes. You know, the Dreadmaster effect, the Dreadmaster combo with Dominance is really good, for sure, when you can pull it off. So now we're playing against Eldritch. This is another deck that I had a lot of trouble in the beginning, but I've been getting a lot of wins against it recently, which is good. You sort of figure out how the deck plays and what it tries to do. It's kind of predictable, but still pretty powerful. It annoys me that they can run shit like Skill Drain and all of these Solemn Trap cards with ease. It's basically like a full tech deck in a way. The only monster is this guy. So he actually made a really big mistake. I guess who even thinks of 101 these days? But I was able to steal the Eldritch Golden Lord, poke for some damage, and he actually doesn't have access to him as well. He has to destroy one-on-one once so he can get the dude in the graveyard again. So Call of the Haunted. I'm just going to do this as I know he's going to end his turn. Try and get some field presence on the board and then go for some more combos. Blade Master a lot of the times is not very effective, but at the very least I know that I can use him for Cross Crusader, or I can use him as a D-draw target. That's another reason why I didn't put like Dark Honest in the deck. Not that I have it, but even if I did, because it's not a D hero, it doesn't really synergize with the rest of the cards. So Blade Master is not going to be as strong, and you can't use it during your turn, but it's a D hero card, and that's pretty important. So we're going to go for Brute Enforcer, another nice little link monster that I sometimes use. Since I know that he's not going to be able to negate my effect, I'll be able to pop one of the dudes for free. So discard, Dyne Attack, and be able to draw 2 cards with Celestial, Fusion Destiny, excellent. And I've got the Warrior Returning Alive too. So Dominance, here goes. With Dyne Attack, I'll be able to boost the attack. So let's arrange some cards. Get Drill Rock back, because I know that I'm going to use D-Draw. Very, very good indeed. So Monster Reborn. Here comes Dreadmaster. And this is pretty much game, my friend. You're not going to be able to stop all of these guys. So destroy his dude with Dominance. Draw an additional card. And then poke for everybody else for game, essentially. And this is going to be the matches, guys. I hope you enjoyed them. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I see you guys next time. What up?